Well, well, well. Looks like it is finally and officially over for Justin Trudeau. He did resign today. I know technically it's like, well, he's going to officially resign in March because the government has been prorogated until they find a new leader. But that being said, no more policies, no more nonsense. He is officially done. So just accept this. It is a win. I wanted him to stay on and, suffer the worst defeat a liberal leader has ever taken. But this is a pretty good consolation prize. Now, that being said, the Liberals are going to have a leadership race, if you want to call it that. And whether it's going to be Mark Carney, Chrystia Freeland, Melanie Joly, or whoever it is, they're all the same. Let's be honest here. It's going to be Justin 2.0, no matter who it is. And if the Liberals are smart, what they will do is call an election immediately. The next Liberal leader should call a snap election immediately as soon as they are appointed, because there are some Liberal voters who plan to stay home and not vote because of Justin Trudeau. So call an election right away before people figure out that you're just the same thing. Because Liberal voters will vote for Melanie Joly, Chrystia Freeland, Mark Carney, whoever it is, because technically they are different than Justin Trudeau. By name. But by policy, they're the exact same thing. So if they're smart, they'll call an election right away before people figure it out. And they'll probably get a few more points. They're still going to get embarrassed. It's going to be a slaughterhouse. Let's be honest here. Instead of getting 16% of the vote, maybe they'll get 20. It's going to be bad no matter what. But at least they can say, hey, we would have done a little bit better than Trudeau and, pander to their audience and supporters. But let me know who you think it's going to be. Who do you think is going to be the next Liberal Party leader? Is it one of the three I mentioned, Joly, Freeland, or Carney? Or do you have someone else in mind? A dark horse, if you will. And with that being said, Pierre Poilievre did leave us with a message today. Put out a video, and it's called Nothing Has Changed. So let's have a look at that, and then we'll talk about it after, like usual.
Good day. Canadians desperate to turn the page on this dark chapter in our history might be relieved today that Justin Trudeau is finally leaving. But what has really changed? Every Liberal MP in power today and every potential Liberal leadership contender fighting for the top job helped Justin Trudeau break the country over the last 9 years. All Liberal politicians actively worked to pass into law the job-killing inflationary carbon tax, a tax that Carbon Tax Carney endorsed in his book. All supported a law quadrupling the tax over the next 5 years. All voted for or actively supported Trudeau's out-of-control spending, debt, and immigration. All passed Trudeau's housing policies that doubled the cost of homes. All Liberal politicians helped pass catch-and-release bail and house arrest for the most rampant reoffenders, policies that increased violent crime 50%, gun crime 116%, and hate crime by 250%. So given that Liberal MPs and leadership contenders unanimously supported everything Trudeau has done, why dump him now, right before an election? Have they had a change of heart? Is it because they feel guilty that they doubled housing costs, hiked taxes, unleashed crime, broke immigration, forced a quarter of the population into poverty? No. They continued supporting Trudeau when he did all of those things. No, their only objection is that he is no longer popular enough to win an election and keep them in power.
Correct.
They want to protect their pensions and paycheck by sweeping their hated leader under the rug months before an election to trick you and then do it all over again. Now, while leaderless Liberals focus on saving their jobs and fighting each other for power, the country spirals out of control, an out-of-control housing emergency, an out-of-control migrant crisis, an out-of-control $62 billion deficit, not to mention tariff threats from the United States. Oh, and another NDP Liberal carbon tax hike kicks in this April 1st.
Yep.
Everything's out of control. And now the government is out of control. This cannot go on. We need a carbon tax election now to choose between the NDP Liberal costly coalition that taxes your food, punishes your work, doubles your housing costs, and unleashes crime and drugs in your community, or common sense Conservatives who will axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime. Canadians can take back control of their lives and their country. Take back control of our border. Take back control of immigration. Take back control of spending, deficits, and inflation. Take back control of our streets by locking up criminals, banning drugs, treating addiction, and stopping gun smugglers. We'll cap spending, axe taxes, reward work, build homes, uphold family, stop crime, secure borders, rearm our forces, restore our freedom, and put Canada first. All with one mission: to bring home Canada's promise that every hardworking Canadian gets a powerful paycheck and pension that buys affordable food and homes on safe streets where all are united for the country we know and love. Canada first, Canada last, Canada always. Let's bring it home.
So as I said earlier, celebrate. Trudeau's gone. He will enact or bring forward 0 more policies. That is good news. But if you look at what Pierre Poilievre said there at the very end, right? A lot of it before that was really repetitive, and I get it. He's got to do his thing. Canada first, Canada last, Canada always. Okay, Pierre, you better mean what you say. And this is the most important job that Canadians have when Pierre Poilievre is elected. You can celebrate now and celebrate Trudeau's exit, as you should. But after the next election, whenever it may be, we must hold Pierre Poilievre accountable. And trust me, on this channel, if he does anything but put Canada first, he's going to hear about it from me. I'm not going to sit here and kiss this guy's ass. No way. I don't like politicians. Pierre's saying the right things. He's saying a lot of good things. He must do it. And if he does anything that puts any other country before us, especially with the state of the country, we need to call him out. You see him back on the WF website, call his ass out. He doesn't drop the taxes, or you figure out after a couple of years, he hasn't really built that many homes like he said he would. Call his ass out. I know a lot of people like him. I'm not saying anything bad about him right now. I'm just saying that I will be here to make sure, or to do my best to at least spread the word that this guy is held accountable. He needs to do what he said. We are in big trouble. If he does not fix these problems, the middle class is done. We're already on the brink. $1,600 for a 1-bedroom in some places. You can't get a used car now for under $5,000 like you used to. I mean, at least there was a period there where you couldn't. I don't know if the price has gone down, but everything is too expensive. And there's not enough good paying jobs. There's not enough good jobs with benefits. We're getting screwed, and we're allowing them to do it. And a lot of people will say, well, Trudeau and Jagmeet Singh, and they're all owned by whatever lobbyists, billionaires, corporate. If Pierre Poilievre is the same thing, which a lot of people will say he is, fair enough. We're going to find out. He's going to win the next election. It is not going to be close. He will have a majority. He will have the mandate to do what he says. He must do it, and it's up to us to hold him accountable. We have to remember, politicians are there to serve us, not to be our bosses. So, with that in mind, let me know in the comments, what do you think about Pierre's message, and who do you think is going to be the next Liberal leader? Please don't be shy. I really enjoy engaging with you guys and reading and responding to your comments. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.